Hey ladies and gents, this is the first video in a series of the Fusion quilt. I do mine a little bit different, so I thought I'd show y'all how we do it. First of all, you want to get 2 pieces. This is 10 by 10 by 10 squares. I know it's kind of hard to see because of the machine. Let's see if we can fix that. There you go, 10 by 10. We want 2 pieces. All right, we're gonna first start out with a piece of batting that's about a 1/2 inch shorter on all sides than the square. Now what you want to do is you want to lay it down flat on the inside of your cloth, okay? Now we're going to cross it over with an X to hold this to the cloth. Now you can take your pin out that was holding it to keep it straight. Okay, I know this video is not the greatest, but we're going to work with it. All right, let's go. Okay, now we're going to go back to the other side here. Opposite side, we're going to make an X. Okay? All right. Okay, now, once you got your eggs in there, like so, both sides, there you go, okay? Now what we're gonna do next is we're gonna take this piece and this piece, and we're gonna turn them wrong side out. Make sure you line them up very well. You don't want them sticking out longer on one side than you do the other, okay? See? Okay, now, we're going to lay this down. Make sure that we're even. Let me slide it over a little bit. There we go. Now what we want to do is we want to go all the way over to the full size of your foot. Okay? That way we know we've got a good seam in there. Okay? And you're going to go around 3 sides first, keeping it straight. There we go. Needle down, pick your feet up, and turn, swivel. Now we're going to get back straight. There we go. All right, foot up, swivel. Let's go again. Foot up, swivel. Now, for your fourth side, you do not want to go all the way across. You're just going to go about 2 inches, back stitch, stop, cut. You do not want to sew up the whole side because we've got to turn it inside out, okay? All right, now, go back over here. You're going to go down. You're going to leave about this much of an opening so that we can flip it inside out, okay? Now, foot down, needle down, let's go. Start up, back stitch. You always want to back stitch, because if not, when you go to flip it, it's going to pull it out. All right, stop. Now, okay, so now what we're going to do next is we want to cut our corners. Be very, very careful. Make sure that you don't get this edge right here. You just want to get right above it. Do not get your corner, because it will cause a hole. So just get right here to the edge, okay? All right, so let's see if we can do this. Be very careful and snip. Let's pull it back somewhere you can see it. Be very careful and snip. There we go. All right, and very careful. Snip. Snip. Okay. Now that we've got that cut, let's see if we can get this a little bit better lined up. All right. Now, what you're going to do next is you're going to take, you see your hole? And you're going to push, push, push with your thumbs. And push it out, 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 push it out. Now, once you get a certain amount, you start pulling. Okay? Push it in with your fingers. Push it out with your fingers. There you go. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Now, I'm very careful of this, but the way I do mine is I take my scissors, I make sure they're closed up. See the tip? It's closed up. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to push. Get right here, and we're going to go inside on the bottom, not the top where it's edged. And we're going to start pushing out, pushing out, pushing out, pushing out till we get a really good corner. You see that corner, how sharp that is? Okay, now we're going to turn it this way. We're going to push, push, push. Push it out, push it out. See the corner? See how sharp that is? Okay. Sorry about that. My little chihuahuas heard a noise outside. Okay. So anyway, next, we're going to push, 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 push. We're going to get all four corners. Here's the last one. Okay. I'm going to get the last one out. It's going to be, there it goes. Now see? Now, we have all four corners pushed out. See here? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, that one's got a little bit, needs to be pushed on some more, so let's try that. Because we want good, sharp points. Good, sharp points. See, that's better. See? See? A lot better. Okay, good, sharp points. Okay, now, once we get that done, the next step is we're going to take this. Let's cut the string off first. There we go. Now, we're going to take this and we're going to fold it in on itself, and it'll automatically try to because of the way we sewed it. So you get it folded in, and I just finger press across and finger press across. Now, once we get it tight, see? Now we're going to go back to the sewing machine. We're going to start back here. And this time, instead of doing the whole pedal, the whole foot, we're only going to come into this edge, just inside this edge, which will make about a 1/2 inch. That's what we want, is about a 1/2 inch edging all the way around this, okay? So this is next. All right, let's go. Make sure you keep it lined up right here on this edge, because that'll make your 1/2 inch perfect. Okay? Now when you get to the end here, you're going to stop. And you're going to pivot. Raise your feet up, pivot. Put your foot down. Go again. Keep it within this line now, okay? Keep it within that line. I'll get my fingers out of the way so you can see it better. Sorry, guys. Okay, here we go. All right, stop right about there. And you're going to raise the foot, and you're going to pivot. That's going to set you up. So, next, keep this in this line. See this line? Keep it there. Let's keep going. Keep going. Okay, stop. Foot up. We got one more to pivot. One more, and then we've got some strings to cut. All right, let's go. Now, cut. Now you want to trim off your strings. It's going to be the next thing you do. Just trim off your strings. Okay. Now, you see this one side here has the X. The other side does not. You don't want it to bow out. So what I do is I'll take the side that's got the X on it. I lay it down and I put the X in the very center of my feet right here. The very center of your feet. I'm sorry, my camera has slid back. Let's fix you. Okay, the very center of the feet. This is where you line it up. And you just follow this line down through this very center. Okay? That'll make your X on both sides so you don't have one side that blooms out on you. You don't want that. Okay. All right, let's stop right there. All right, slide up and cut. All right, now I'm going to turn it around the other way. There's your line right here. We're going to follow this line down, okay? We're going to follow this line down. All right, so here we go. We want to make sure we're on that line in the center here, in the center. That's very important. You don't want your lines to be doubled up on one side and single on the other. You just, that, it doesn't look nice. Okay. Okay. All right, now we want to trim up all the strings. All right, guys, here's the back with the X, and here's the front. That's one. I've made several more already this morning. Here's one. Here's the back side. Here's two. The little duckies, aren't they cute? I just love the little duckies. All right, there's that one. And of course, it wouldn't be a little boy baby blanket without the Sharkies. Gotta have the Sharkies. And then we have, of course, the octopus and the fish in the sea. And we've got to have the dinosaurs. So here's the dinosaurs. And then more dinosaurs on the back. Okay. And of course, we've got the little giraffes. And on this side, we have the zebras and the pandas. Okay, guys, I've got a few more of these to make, and tomorrow we will come back with part 2 of how to start prepping our blocks for the crochet. Y'all have an awesome, awesome day. Take care. Mwah!